Hi, my name is Ray Svenson. I'm a management consultant. I've been in human performance technology since approximately 1972 when I was a manager in an education and training center owned by AT&T. We were training 50,000 operating telephone company engineers in the old Bell system. And it was at that time that some of my friends there at the training center got me introduced to ISPI and human performance technology. Before that, I was an engineer and an engineering manager. So it gave me an opportunity to blend my engineering methods and techniques with human performance technology methods and techniques. So my greatest influences, human performance technology influences, I would say, were ISPI as a society. It's been my professional home for over 30 years, and all the people that I've met here and learned from, as well as the colleagues that I had at the various consulting firms that I've been a part of. Svenson and Wallace, which became SWI, which mutated into other things, and it's now Ray Svenson Consulting. But I had Guy Wallace, Karen Kennedy, Mark Brown, and other people who were deep into the performance technology that I learned from, and we worked together and helped each other develop new HPT techniques. An interesting application of human performance technology that I was involved in, and this is probably the biggest project I've ever done, was to redesign an entire corporation. The problem that this corporation had was that they had expanded globally, and they had been growing by setting up cookie-cutter companies in each country that they went into, and their growth slowed down and virtually stopped, and they were not making money in all the places that they had gone. So the re-engineering of the company was done for two purposes. One purpose was to reduce cost and increase the profitability of the company, and the other purpose was to get their growth curve going again. We brought in a team of human performance technologists who, a bunch of them would be familiar to all ISPI members. Probably won't name them, but we had 20 people working on this project. We first created a macro structure for the company, and then we identified all the outputs and processes that had to happen for each segment of the company, derived job performance models for all the jobs that were involved in those processes, came up with job descriptions, organization, design, and whole implementation plan. I went back 5 years later and checked on the results and found that the company was able to take out hundreds of millions of dollars of expense as a result of implementing the new organization design, and they had gotten back on the growth curve and were very happy with everything that the human performance technology team had provided them. An HPT term I would define is requirements. Requirements are the bridge between analysis and design for me, and I learned to use requirements when I was an engineer, and I've brought that into my human performance technology work. So whenever we are designing some HPT solution, we want to know first what are the requirements that solution has to meet. And those requirements come from the analysis phase of the work. So the requirements would include things like functional requirements. What does the solution have to be able to do? If you were writing requirements for a new car, you would include functional requirements like acceleration, load carrying capacity, gas mileage, and so forth. If you were writing requirements for a learning system, you might say something like it has to be able to get a new sales account rep up to full independent performance within 9 months of being hired, or something like that. That would be a functional requirement. Then there might be some interface requirements. The training system for the new sales rep has to interface with the hiring system, has to interface with the performance management system, and so forth and so on. And there are a whole set of categories of requirements that I use. And I just think that it's a very valuable tool for bridging between analysis and design. Many people have trouble knowing how to go from analysis to design, and I think the answer is you write a set of requirements. And you get the clients for the solution to agree to those requirements, and that if you can come up with a solution that will satisfy the requirements, you will satisfy the client. So that's my story.